Hi, it's Mild Red Songbird. I was listening to Jordan Peterson video. It was called Positively Resolve. Jordan Peterson positively resolves an argument. And let's see, what do we have here? The sense, he said, this I thought was so important. And he thought it was important too. The sense of meaning is an orienting reflex. It's real. Okay, meaning decoded. Me, Anne, Angel, Evangeline. I-sex of pleasure, enter, logos. Okay, did I write that out? Yeah, up here. Me and Angel Evangeline. This is meaning decoded. I see unknown, ordered, pleasure by I feeling pleasure, entering logos. Okay, that says that I see the unknown ordered pleasure by I feeling pleasure, entering logos. So that's saying that I see the unknown. See, that's X for unknown. I see unknown of pleasure. Okay, so what that means is I see the unknown ordered, receiving pleasure, entering logos. Logos is reasoning. Okay, so you can find meaning by reasoning. Okay, so the unknown, what you don't know, you can find the meaning of entering into logos by reasoning. Isn't that great? What do you do about the unknown? Well, the question was, what does an unplanned, unpredicted outcome mean? So that's how he got around to dealing with what is the meaning of meaning. And then the second question is, what do you do about it? He didn't get to that. Okay, now, another video. Trigonometry at Grinding Dude. This is Twitter. Chelsea Clinton pocketed $300,000 for attending just 6 meetings as a board member of IAC in 2018, and now holds $6.3 million worth of stock in the company owned by family friend Barry Diller. Actually, the company run by family friend Barry Diller. This is from dailymail.co.uk. Now, I accidentally put the word owned here. So, and then I decoded it. Owned. It says, ordered, Miles Red won each deal. Okay, that's pretty good, right? I own it because I won each deal. Whatever that means. Okay, whatever the deal was, I own each deal. I won each deal. Video. Fukushima nuclear disaster, according to David Icke. On the David Icke channel. He says the Israelis did it. But you have to watch the video to get the details. I heartily recommend it. It's very easy to listen to. He's very calm and he's very logical. It's really worth listening to. And he talks about Nikola Tesla, who was Eve Einstein, who was a genius of the 20th century. He said if he was alive, he'd be the genius of the 21st century. And then the cabal, these are notes I took from that video. The cabal that owns the energy industry doesn't want us to know what Tesla was saying, which is we could have free energy. Tesla developed and understood this free energy technology, which could eliminate the carbon power systems immediately. This energy technology is being suppressed. Global warming carbon emissions talk is all a lie, says David Icke. That's what his research shows. HAARP is the name of the, company, organization, cabal. HAARP fires radio waves, very, very focused and very, very powerful, into the upper atmosphere, the ionosphere. Okay, it then entrains. Okay, that's on the next page. Let me do the decoding before I go there. Ionosphere. Eyes ordered of sphere. Eyes ordered in, on. Eyes ordered on. Eyes on order of sphere. I did this a few hours ago, excuse me. Okay, that's what it is. Eyes on order of sphere. Okay, and then eyes on mild red ordered sphere. Sun presented daughter, her earth. Here. You see, this is saying that the sun presented me, his daughter, with the earth. Isn't that amazing? There it is right there in writing. Sun presented daughter, her earth. Because he wants me to be here. Because he says I'm a star. And he wants to see me functioning and living and sleeping and dancing and marrying and loving and living. He wants to watch me. If I would go back to be in him, I would be merged in as a part of the sun, and he couldn't see me differentiated. But down here in this body, this individual that I am, he gets to watch me, and that's what he wants to do. So that's why he gave me an earth, the earth. I'm the mother of the earth, Eve. Apparently, I'm the owner of the earth, according to what I just saw in writing. All right, so let's continue what we were saying, because this that I'm doing is layered. It's 2 or 3 different stories in this one thing. So I was talking about HAARP fires radio waves, very, very focused and very, very powerful waves into the upper atmosphere, the ionosphere. It then entrains, that's what they call it. It gets the ionosphere to vibrate in sympathy with the radio wave. And this creates a situation where this entrainment adds massive, massive, massive power to the original radio wave. Then it bounces back to Earth at massively greater power. And they can hit a specific spot on the Earth, hit some where, which is vulnerable to earthquakes anyway. And they can do it at a specific frequency because earthquakes have a specific frequency like everything else does. Then they can cause an earthquake and they can cause a tsunami with the same principle. You see? Okay. Now let's go to the next layer that's being told with these words. Layers. Lost Angels, Roy Ayers, Gail Sayers, LAers, LA Birds, LA Turds, LA Disturbs, Blurbs, Words, Herds of Sheep, Shepherd Smith, Sheets, with whom he sleeps, his secret peeped, original sin, same feet, crossed the line, snuck in behind, no births, the start of dying, upfront good, behind the back bad act. You're evil when you do that. Stinks to high heavens, sinks the human level. They smell they have to take rebirth as animals, better known as living in hell. If you're in an animal body, you're in hell. Okay. Unspeakable misery. Okay. You were warned not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The body is a tree. The temptation was put behind, beneath the spine, the counterpart of the mind. There was no reason to enter behind. Without reason, you are an animal. An animal doesn't deserve a human body. If you lack the grace to do it face to face, get thee below the human race. Where you have potential, in the human race you have potential to be great. Where you can be good, where reasoning can find meaning, and all things can be understood. Okay. Now, I said same principle, and let's decode principle. Present her principle. I-sex, I-see, eyes unknown in North Carolina disciple. Okay, I know what that means. Well, let's read it what I got. Principle, present. The principal person is present. That's the guru. Her eyes, see eyes unknown in. She saw his eyes pull some more eyes to him in a supernatural way. As she sat up there, she saw this. The other disciples, there are hundreds of them, saw it too. Okay. They were her eyes, but she didn't know that. The eyes were unknown. She just saw him pull some eyes over to him. It was kind of creepy. Sun, S-U-N, sun, K-I-N, kin, now, N-O-W, own. Sunkin is the son of the sun, Govinda Singh. Okay, that's what we're talking about. That was the principal that was present in North Carolina who pulled the eyes to him. Now, W, there's a W, there's a W, there's a W. W ordered in mild red din. Okay, the W is a baby with the DNA of Gurinder Singh, Jesus Christ, who I just showed you. And he ordered the baby with his eyes merging my eyes. And he ordered it in mild red's den, D-E-N. The den is Eden, Eve's den, room, womb, and let's decode that. W, this is a W, 2 U's. W ordered my baby in. My baby, see what I said? That's what you put a baby in her den. W ordered in mild red's den, Eden. So his double is his baby, and he ordered the baby in mild red's den, her womb, Eden. That's what they call Eden. Eden. Eden is Eve's womb. W, my baby, ordered in mild red's womb. Or you could say womb W, my baby, or mild red ordered in. Okay, now you go over here. He married me. Emergency room. Emergency room in North Carolina. Groom. The bride is Eve, E-V-E. He is the groom. He is Jesus Christ, Gurinder Singh. Okay? Emergency. He married me, M-E, me. Emergent room, E-R, emergent room. Groom. Bride, Eve. It's just saying the same thing twice. North Carolina. See that? Emergency. And then N for North. C for Carolina. E for bride, Eve. And see, all these things are fitting. All the letters are fitting. Energy, daughter, Eve. Nature's breed. She's breeding. She's pregnant. You'll see that. She got married. He married me. And over here, he told the baby to get in the womb. And he did it. He made the baby with his eyes. Okay? That's extraordinary. Emergency conscious. Yeah, he's conscious. Super conscious, I would say, if he can make a baby with his eyes. And he did. See my belly? He's made a baby in my belly. It's not in my belly, it's in my womb. It's not the same thing as the belly with the food in it. Alright, they can cause very... Okay, now, back to the... like I said, this is a layer. We're back to the manipulating the weather. They can cause very extremes of weather, like hundreds of unprecedented tornadoes that appeared in 2007 that killed hundreds of people in America. This is what David Icke is saying on this video. People say you can't mess with the weather. That's ridiculous. Hold on a second. There are international treaties that countries have signed saying it's illegal to manipulate the weather to use as weapons of war. They're not going to have these treaties unless they know it's possible to manipulate the weather. I heard this before about a year or so ago from another source. A lot of people know that. And he talks about Tesla, how Tesla, when he was in his laboratory creating earthquakes and all the windows were broken, and he said, I can split the earth in half. He could do this in the 30s. Imagine what they can do now. And he said some man got a patent for this, and he talked about Tesla's technology. But you listen to the video, because I only have, notes here. You can listen to the whole thing. It's fascinating. And it's new knowledge, because, I did hear about a year ago, but it's not common knowledge. Yes, of course, he said, there are natural earthquakes. You can bomb a subway from an aircraft, or you can cause devastating weather events. And you can bring a country to their knees. Many people in these countries know that what happened in Fukushima, that's Japan, and those tsunamis, they know it wasn't a natural event. Japan is over. The amount of radiation that's been released into the Earth's atmosphere is catastrophic. Radiation. I decoded radiation. What do you got? Her, Adam, Isaacs, at true pleasure, mild red. Let's see. True pleasure, mild red, ordered to enter Earth's atmosphere. Adam received true pleasure when mild red sympathies ordered her to enter Earth's atmosphere. Now we're talking about the beginning. Adam created himself, H-E-O-M then, and he saw that he was alone. He didn't know how to make another soul. He was an ape. He screamed to high heavens for help. Eve was merged in the sun, in the ocean of light, but her sympathies were stirred when she heard his cries for help, and her energies formed a woman, W-O-M-B-I-N, and she flew to Earth to be with Adam. Okay, so Adam received true pleasure when mild red sympathies ordered her enter Earth's atmosphere to be with him. So that was truly pleasurable for him. Not so much for her, because he was an ape and he beat her and slammed her around and raped her and did all these things animals do, because they have no empathy. But he's not that way anymore. He has evolved these millions of years into a fine, decent, caring man. Michael Bublé is his name these days. Okay, second meaning of this word, radiation. Mild red's true pleasure she receives from Adam. She's ordered the equivalent brought into the Earth's atmosphere. Like I said, the sun gave me the earth, and I've ordered true pleasure for it. Atmosphere. A truth, mild red, ordered sphere. Sun presents her energy. here. I wrote that twice, huh? Or did I do this page already? No. Okay. The sun presents her energy. Therefore, she has abundance. You see, my energy comes from our Father, the Sun. Abundance decoded. Abund, daughter, and angel, North Carolina energy, marriage, and a baby. North Carolina energy is marriage and a baby. Remember I showed you that's what happened. A bundle is marriage and a baby in North Carolina energy. That's what they're talking about. Now another meaning for abundance. Adam, B-U for Bublé, Michael Bublé. Enter, daughter of the sun, and angel, Evangeline, North Carolina, Eve energy. Okay, so they're telling Adam, Michael Bublé, to enter Eve. Essentially, basically, that's what they're saying, Eve, and get a baby and marriage. That's the Eve energy in North Carolina. Okay, radiation, physics, definition, physics. The emission of energy as electromagnetic waves or as moving subatomic particles, especially high energy particles, which cause ionization. Electron. I just, look up words what it hits me to look up, okay? So it occurred to me to look up the word electron, and I decoded it. Eve, L for will, energy, see true, her, ordered, in. Eve's will energy, see true, her, ordered, in. Okay, my orders are true. The energy that I use my will to order in is true. Okay, it's not manipulative or selfish or any agenda. It's just true energy. Love, Blackmail. Oh, I got a crook in my neck. Blackmail is happening in the real world because of the technology that they have. In other words, David Icke is saying that Americans, or Israelis, I guess he's talking about, for Japan, what they do is they tell people, you do this or I'll cause an earthquake in your country, or I'll cause a tsunami in your country. You see, that's blackmail. That's how they get their way. Now, technology decoded. Does that say true? Oh, it's a Tesla. Let's see, I have to hold it close. I think it's Tesla. It's blurry. Come on, go in focus. Tesla, energy. There, it's in focus now. Tesla, energy, conscious he, entered, ordered will of God's eye. Okay, so it's saying that Tesla was conscious of his energy, and he ordered, his orders enter the will of God's eye. Okay, so Tesla is Eve and Einstein. So he was in accordance with God. He wasn't doing anything bad. Tesla said in the 1940s in an interview with the New York Times that he had the energy to split the earth in half. That's what I was telling you earlier. Coming up to 2010, it was known that there were major resources in the waters around Haiti. Then, in 2010, there was a massive earthquake. That was the end of Haiti. Haiti decoded. Hell, A-it-I. Hell, A-it-I. I-it, a hell. And that's what I think President Trump called it, a hellhole. It is now a hellhole. The Clintons went over there and, raised billions of dollars, but it didn't get to the Haitian people. And some man from Haiti, an official, was complaining. Next thing you know, he was dead. He was found dead in a hotel. They said the American military has taken over the airport. There in Haiti, they were saying that at that time. The idea, says David Icke, was to destroy Haiti, take it over. Then they've got the resources. They're not going to destroy Haiti by dropping bombs, but you can do it through earthquakes, weather wars, and geophysical wars are happening now. And I say, I hope they end soon. Okay, that's it. That's my report. Mainstreaming clues to you today, and I will mainstream more clues to you tomorrow. It's Mild Red Songbird in New York.